Have you been bombarded with the new Rare Beauty perfume launch? Me too. So I went and tested it out myself. I did a complete wear test, analyzed the perfume notes, and I have some tea to spill. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The new Rare Beauty perfume retails for $75 at Sephora. I'm not sure if it has been launched in India yet. I think it should be soon, but I believe once it is launched, it will lie between the 3,000 to 6,000 rupees mark, similar to the other perfumes. This is a gorgeous bottle. The one thing that I love about the perfume is the packaging. It is so beautiful and so unique. The perfume is like this little pump. You don't need to open a cap or anything like that. You can just press it and spray the fragrance. It is quite a unique design and quite beautiful because even the color of the bottle is this cozy pink nude brownish shade, and it has like golden text written on it, so it's just gorgeous all in all. The design is 10 on 10 of this bottle. Now coming to the actual notes of the perfume. At the top it has some caramel, pistachio and pink pepper. At the mid it has some vanilla, ginger and cocoa beans, and the dry down is with some beautiful sandalwood, tonka bean and musk, like skin musk. The perfume is marketed to be a warm, decadent, slightly spicy vanilla fragrance with some creamy caramel and pistachio notes. The complete experience of this fragrance is supposed to be like warm and cozy, which I completely see. I really admire the ethos of this brand. It is around promoting mental health and self-acceptance, and just to be comfortable with who you are and how you are instead of chasing what is called perfect out in the world. So I really like that about Rare Beauty. Now, having said all of this, let's come to my view of this perfume and what I got in the fragrance, how I felt about the fragrance, and just overall longevity, the sillage, the notes, and how the perfume performed on my skin. So when I sprayed this fragrance, it started off with some citruses, which is very strange because I don't think there is any citrus note in this fragrance. There is some pink pepper and ginger, which brings in some spiciness and tangy or tartness, I think, but there is no citruses, so it was very strange that it started off like that on my skin. But again, everyone's skin chemistry is different, so perfumes generally perform differently on different people. So I just went with that mindset and I was just trying to identify the notes that I was getting on my skin. So this was at the top that I got lots of citrusiness. I did definitely get like some spiciness from the pink pepper, so it had a sharp opening for me is what I'm trying to say. Then I sprayed this fragrance and I was just walking around Sephora because that's my favorite thing to do. I can spend hours in that store. And then when some time passed and the perfume was drying down on my skin, some vanilla started peeking through. So I started smelling the note of vanilla and some sweetness from it. And at that point, it started becoming a little more cozy and a little more intimate as opposed to the sharp opening at the beginning that I got. And this middle note of vanilla and the warmness from the vanilla is what I really loved about this fragrance, because it was just that enveloping, comfortable and cozy feeling that I was getting when I was smelling this fragrance. And I was, constantly reaching out for my arm because it was really nice. The feeling was really nice. It was a little bit of sweetness from vanilla and I think a little bit of caramel, but I did not get any creaminess whatsoever. Maybe the sweetness that I was experiencing was because of caramel, but then again the sweetness could come through from the vanilla note as well. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you got any caramel in the fragrance. And finally, after like 1 or 2 hours, I started smelling the sandalwood note, and very surprisingly at this point the vanilla note, it completely disappeared. Like I could not smell any vanilla whatsoever after this. So I was only smelling plain sandalwood and weirdly some synthetic sandalwood, to be very honest and to be very blunt about the fragrance. I got a very artificial synthetic smell from the fragrance as it started to completely dry down after 1 or 2 hours on my skin. And also I'm very sad to say that I did not get any pistachio in the fragrance, which was very sad for me because I personally love the note of pistachio. I love Sol de Janeiro number 62, so you know I love my pistachio note, and I also know what caramel smells like in the same fragrance. So there was no caramel, no pistachio. I did not get any ginger note as well. Honestly, at the base I could only just smell the synthetic sandalwood and some muskiness that the fragrance had to offer. And this is the saddest part about the fragrance because I was really excited about this launch. It was honestly a very basic fragrance. I don't think it had anything else to offer. There was no complexity. The notes were like laid out flat, and it was literally like you were smelling one note at a time at the top, middle and base. So I did not really like that because the fragrance was not refined. I had heard this in one of the videos from Demi Rawling, and she mentioned in her video that if you are able to point out each and every note in a fragrance, the perfume is not refined. And that just stuck to me because I see every fragrance like that since I saw that video. For me personally, I don't think the fragrance has a lot to offer. It's a very basic, cozy smelling vanilla sandalwood musk fragrance, and I'm not sure for the price point if this is justified. Now this is just my opinion again, but I would say there are a lot of fragrance. If you're looking for this vanilla sandalwood sweet cozy vibe, I would say there are a lot of fragrances that come at the same or similar price point. For example, we have Santal Veni by Seven Virtues. Oh my god, I first smelled this fragrance at my friend's place. This is like a dupe for Santal 33, I believe, from Le Labo. Oh my god, this fragrance is out of the world, and to be very honest, it smells better than Santal 33, to be very honest, because it is so enveloping, so cozy. It just creates this beautiful creamy sandalwood bubble around you, and it is absolutely stunning. And I think it retails for a similar price point or even cheaper. Then there is Santal Blush from Tom Ford, which is also a beautiful sandalwood, airy but creamy fragrance at the same time. This is also a rich, warm, creamy sandalwood which just warms up on your skin so beautifully. It is very cozy, it is very captivating. But the only problem with this fragrance is, as you might have already realized, it's a Tom Ford fragrance, so it is very expensive, like very expensive. So just bear that in mind. And finally, there is Wedding Silk Santal by Kayali. Oh, this is a beautiful, creamy, warm sandalwood, just magic in a bottle. So if you like your sandalwood sweet-ish fragrances which give off that creamy, inviting, enveloping vibe, I think you should really check out these three fragrances also, in addition to the Rare Beauty one. These are good alternatives for it, I would say. Also, about the longevity of this fragrance, after the 3 hours, I could not smell this fragrance on my arm at all. Like, it was gone. I could not smell it. So it says a lot about the longevity of the fragrance as well. But for some people, that does not matter. I am not sure that I would invest in this perfume. So that was my review of the new Rare Beauty fragrance. And if you liked the video, hit that like button. Let me know if you got a chance to try this, if you own it, if you really enjoy it, if you don't like it. Drop everything down in the comments. I would love to read through them. I will see you next time, and until then, spread those good vibes and beautiful scents wherever you go.